Hi, everybody. I'm starting with this one today because I'm fired up, and I'm sorry if I come off angry sometimes, but I just can't with this girl. Um, she's 25, and she's always had the entitlement. Uh, you know, this is why life is so hard for me thing. Okay. So today was her sentencing, and and okay, there were a couple questions I had because I was wondering if what was going to be the amount of time, and if she was going to make a statement on her own behalf, and if she was going to show any hint of remorse at all. Okay, so the proceedings started later than I thought, and the impact statements and everything lasted 2 hours. 2 hours. Now I have to express my feelings because my feelings changed throughout the course of this whole thing. Um, for the people who lost Helena and the impact in their life, I am so sorry for your loss. I You have my deepest condolences and I feel your pain. Okay? Um when Hannah got up to make a speech or something and she the closest thing to remorse that I heard in her speech was I feel sorry and I hope you find peace. Yeah, that's not remorse. Not in my book. Because here's remorse as compared to what she said. That's what she said in the statement. This is remorse. I am so sorry for what I did, and I regret it every day, and I know that I can never bring back your loved one, but I am so sorry for what I did. That's closer to remorse than what she said. I hope you find peace is not remorse. I am so sorry, sweetheart. It is not. Um, and besides that, um, she didn't cry at all. No tears at all. And I don't know. I'm conflicted on this point because, all right, on the one hand, I understand some people show remorse in different ways, and some people don't cry, and some people can't cry on cue. I get that. But you would think after hearing however many impact statements there were, and I lost count, you would shed a couple tears. Or if you were like me, you'd be crying buckets. Nothing from this girl. Nothing. Um, yeah. So here's the weird part. Well, the whole thing has been weird, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna point to three key things here. Um, First of all, her statement was weird. The fact that her lawyer had to say that she felt remorse in this whole thing. He said more than she did, and also I think that it's a bad sign when your lawyer has to speak for you because apparently you don't know what you want to say. I don't get that. Okay, I just don't. Um, I just don't, and I never will. Um, okay, and then this is kind of like intertwined with it. Um, she made some jailhouse phone calls. All right, She's been in jail for a little over a month, right? Okay, somehow she was able to make 200 phone calls. Okay, let's just talk about the volume of that. But then also, let's talk about the context of those phone calls or the content of those phone calls. She called everybody in different groups. Let's see. A word I won't say that starts with R. That has been changed nowadays. You're not supposed to say that word. Idiots and a-holes. I'm not lying. Okay. So then, and then also in the calls, because the judge kept a better record than I did. She said that it's unfortunate that someone died, but dying happens, and that doesn't mean that I'm responsible for it. Really? Really? You want to say that in your jailhouse phone calls, and then expect me to have empathy for you? Okay, that's not quite how that works. So, here's the great part. uh, Everybody on LawTube is probably doing videos right now. And Emily D. Baker asked, what do you think the sentence should be? So I wanted to say all the time, like all the time in prison, but the choices were prison, suspended sentence, or probation, or whatever. And I said prison. So the judge threw the book at her and said, what you said, like what you've said and like all your other actions, that doesn't show remorse. And so you don't deserve any leniency. So she gave her 18 months. 18 months. I still think, and I'm sure I said this before, but I don't even think 18 months is long enough. 18 months is like only a year and a half. And I understand that like it's a good amount of time, okay? But for the impact of what she did and her inactions, she should be getting more because I really think that she needs hard time to maybe even get an inkling of the impact of what she did. And even then, I'm not even sure that's going to happen. But I can't change the laws. I can't change the sentence. So here you go. You know. All right, guys.